Today we got a love don't judge for y'all, man. I've slept with 300 people and my parents approve.
This is Annie. She fell in love with...
She better not say 300 people.
People judge me because I slept with 300 people last year. I get a lot of judgment.
Last year? Well, I thought that was like, what the fuck? I thought that was her whole life. There's 365 days in a year, chat. Please remember that shit when y'all watching this video. She's averaging like 0.5 bodies a day, bro. Holy moly donut shop, man.
From a lot of different people, you're just a few years away from clinical depression. Nothing empowering about this, just makes you look easy and an STD catcher, being chased by thirsty little boys.
Today, Annie's friend Alex will be sharing her thoughts on her mate's escapades.
I did wonder, how are you sort of safe with all of the guys that you have been with the last year?
I'm Annie. People judge me because I slept with 300 people last year, but I don't care.
Like, chat, like, y'all, like, it's just like, it's the fact that what really worries me, right? It's like, it's the fact that they're not ashamed of it. Because we've all done things that we're ashamed of, right? Some are worse than others. From God's perspective, it's all more similar than you think it is. She can repent and go to heaven, just like any of us can, right? But it's like, what you really gotta understand is like, bro, like, she's not ashamed of it, not one bit. And we all have things that we're ashamed of. So if she's not ashamed of 300 bodies, what is she ashamed of then? If she's not having 300 bodies in 1 year, if she's not keeping that as a secret, there must be something else she's keeping a secret. What is that? Imagine how bad that is.
I first started doing spicy content in 2020. It was during COVID. I saw some girls on TikTok talking about all the money they were making, and I thought, that sounds pretty easy. It's now been 4 years and I absolutely love it. When I first started, I was earning about $9,000 a month, and now I earn about $250,000 a month.
Oh.
So right now I'm just setting up my stage, I guess, for my job. I'm pretty simple when it comes to filming content. I like to just use my tripod, and I like to keep things pretty personal, kind of like the girlfriend experience, nothing too crazy. Yeah, ready to go. I first started being open about my sex life online, or maybe 9 months ago, and I honestly was sharing it for fun then.
Chat, like, what is $250,000 about this, bro? Like, there's badder OF girls than this. I swear, like, why are they paying for her shit? But yeah, it's just like people like this, right, chat? Like, I don't know, like, maybe it's their upbringing. Maybe they just don't have substance in their life at all. They don't care about the things that, like, people should care about, I think. Like, I swear she's not thinking about her family. How does this, when I do a certain thing, how does this reflect on my family? How does this reflect on my future family? How does this reflect on my loved ones? It's just inconsiderate.
I was just like sharing my sexual experiences because I thought it was good
to
break the stigma of women being sexual. And then over time, people started really enjoying my content. So I started deciding to like set myself goals, and that's when I came up with the 300 people in a year. And here we are. The most that I've slept with in a day is 5. I find a lot of the people that I sleep with on dating apps or in real life, the guys that I've met so far, I wouldn't say that I would see myself being with them long term. But if I do find the right person along my journey, then that's something that I would definitely consider.
Good chat, please just think about this one, right? Just think about what she just said, right? The most men that I have slept with, I don't see myself being with them for the long term. Like, imagine, she doesn't respect herself. She doesn't respect her body at all. Because a person that's not worth being with a long time is worth hitting that pussy. Imagine, like, she can put his penis in her mouth. She can do nasty things with this nigga, but nah, she can't see herself with him for the long term. It's like she has no respect for her body. She has no respect for herself. I think that's what it is. Like, that's what it comes down to.
I've had like very mixed reactions to my sleeping with 300 people in a year. Some people have been super supportive, like, go girl, you do you, slay. And then I've had the majority of people judging me, saying,
But Cha, I'm sorry if I'm pausing a lot. I think it's bad to judge. I don't think any of us should judge. Only God judges, right? I don't think any of us should judge. But why are you supporting something bad? Like, I swear, I really hate this shit that's going on social media. Where it's like a girl is like severely overweight. You don't know where she's been. You don't know how she got there. May God be with her, right? But like supporting her, encouraging that, you're a bad friend. You're a horrible friend. Same thing with this. It's one thing not to like say, you got 100, but not 300 bodies, you're nasty, right? But it's a whole different thing to say, you go girl, you do you. That is so bad.
Saying that I'm riddled with STIs and that I'm not safe and that I'm disgusting. I think that there's definitely a stigma with women being sexual as opposed to men. I think people accept men as being sexual beings, whereas women are seen as non-sexual beings, which is incorrect. Whenever I post something on Instagram, I definitely get berated in the comments. Here are just a few of the comments that I tend to get. Really? Like, really? Is that all you can boast about? What a sad life. You must be living. Grow a few years old and most of these desperate people will stop coming and giving you money. You're just a few years away from clinical depression. Nothing empowering about this, just makes you look easy. And an STD catcher, being chased by thirsty little boys. The body is good, but the head not so much, as plain Jane trying to be hot with makeup.
By the way, chat, do y'all think these girls think about like, damn, like a lot of my audience like is teenage boys? Like does that bother, do y'all think that bothers them at all? Like, you are doing some like nasty shit. You are touching yourself. You are trying to seduce the person in the camera. And you might be talking to a 15-year-old. Like when you're looking in the camera, talking all seductive, trying to get the person to finish. Like, you might be talking to a 15-year-old boy.
What a warped mentality. Definitely was dropped as a baby or abused by an uncle.
That's insane.
I honestly don't let the judgment that I get online really bother me that much. Sometimes I laugh at it because I think it's hilarious. When you do what I do for work, you have to have a thick skin. When I first started doing adult content, my friends and family were definitely concerned. They were worried about my future, also worried about the hate that I was getting online. I'm about to call mum and see what she thinks about my love life. When I first told her about what I do, well, technically I didn't tell her. She found out through a news article on Facebook and she was very shocked. It wasn't the best way for her to find out. Hey mum, what did you think when I first told you about the content that I make?
Well, you didn't tell me. I was online and there was a newspaper and I thought, why is my Annie in the newspaper? So I started reading and I didn't know what OF was and it took me a little while to accept.
Did you have any reservations and if so, what were they?
Yes, of course I did. My first concern was that you would reach a certain age and what would you do afterwards? Mm-hmm. But of course you've proven again that you know exactly what you're doing and I don't have any concerns anymore.
What are your...
Wait, the mom's only concern is, okay, daughter, I know you're selling your body for $15 a month, but what are you gonna do when you get older? That's your concern, mom? Mom. You're not concerned at all that your daughter is selling her body for $15 a month? You're not concerned that you're literally one of your friends at bingo, when you play bingo, one of the old men over there can easily pay $15 to see your daughter butt booty naked. Does that, like, you don't think that's a problem at all? Like, I feel like it's beyond sad. I think like even the mom is a part of the problem, because do you not care that much, mom? That's so fucking sad. And the simple question is, mom, would you do porn with me? She would say, hell no. Why not, mom? Because I respect myself. So why the fuck are you letting me do OnlyFans if you wouldn't do it yourself? Like, I'm telling y'all niggas, this shit is sad, bro.
Your thoughts on the number of guys that I slept with last year?
All I can say is I know you very well, and I feel like you know what you're doing. Perhaps you want to try to show that a woman can have control of what she does in her life, that she can say no, she can say yes. Consent is such an issue at the moment. Maybe it's not bad for men to see that a woman can make decisions about herself.
Yeah, I like that.
So would the trolls ever stop you from doing what you do?
No.
But like, it can be bad decisions though, right? Like, obviously women can make their own decisions, but it can be bad decisions. She's grown though. I'm not saying the mom should, like, you know, keep her from doing that. I'm telling you, right, that the mom saying, hey, it's okay, daughter, I accept you just the way you are, it's hurting the daughter more than it's benefiting her. You feel me?
No, I don't think they ever would. I mean, I'm just doing my own thing. I've been dealing with hate now for probably 3 years since I started my spicy page. Mum, would you ever want to change what I do for a living?
I want you to choose what you do in life. I trust you. Whatever you choose to do, I'll be there for you.
Aww. All right, Mum, I've got to go now, but I love you.
Oh, I love you so much.
Bye, Mum.
Bye.
I mean, mom is probably eating off the money she makes. Like, she probably buys her mom hella shit. She obviously doesn't have a lot of people in her proximity, I guarantee you. So she probably locked in with her mom, and she probably buys her hella shit. And her mom is chilling, living life lavishly, right? Off her daughter selling her body. Like, it's just sad, bro.
Getting some drinks prepared because my friend Alex is coming over.
My name is Alex. I'm 33 years old. I am one of Annie's close friends. We actually lived together last year.
Hello. Hi, how are you? Good, how are you? What did you think when you first heard about my content creating?
I think I was a little bit shocked and surprised at first, the way I had found out about it. We had only been living together for about a month.
Yeah, literally.
So, you know, I kind of understand that you wouldn't want to just come out and say it.
It was also an awkward thing to just come out and say.
Exactly, exactly. But after you told me about it, I was totally fine with it.
How did you feel once you found out about all the guys I'd been with last year?
I think because initially the way that I found out about it was from an Instagram post, which did surprise me a little bit. But then when I...
Both the friend and the mom found out from an Instagram post, bro.
Approached you about it and you were sort of really open with me and honest. There was probably a little bit of a side to me that I think safety issues, like I did wonder, how are you sort of safe with all of the guys that you have been with last year?
I feel like I'm very safe when it comes to it because obviously with my work I have to be, because if I were to film with other creators, you can only film with creators if you're clean, because we do like full STI checks every 2 weeks and obviously practice like using protection, like condoms, etc. So I feel like I do it very well, but obviously there's always risk, and so I get that. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah. Do you ever want...
Let me tell you this, right? This friend is the definition of a yes man. Like, I'm telling y'all, if my friend, there's a difference between, right? Where like, hey, I don't agree with what you're doing, but I can respect it, right? Like, there's things you don't have to agree with everything your friend is doing. But if you know for a fact that what your friend is doing is harmful, immoral, right? Like, it doesn't make no fucking sense to do it. And you wouldn't ever do it yourself. You wouldn't want your loved one to do it. Like, bro, you letting him do it makes you a fake friend, bro. Like, you're a yes man, bro. And it's this, like, those are the worst friends to have, because like, this girl, right, is pushing this narrative of, oh, I got 300 bodies. What's the problem? What's the problem? Right? And this girl's telling her, oh yeah, as long as you're safe, what's the problem? Like, it's just, those are the worst friends to have, because like, when you have this fake narrative in your head, these yes men encourage it instead of trying to lead you to the right path. It's sad, bro.
Worry about what people think?
It only bothers me what my close friends and family think. Everyone outside of that, I could not care less.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go get drinks. Do you wanna go get ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, cool.
So, do you usually approach a guy that you like the look of, or do you wait for them to approach you?
I feel like I definitely do a little bit of both. Like, if I see a guy that I like, I'll approach him and maybe like do it at the bar so it's more casual.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I feel like I'll just let them approach me.
Yeah.
You know, might give them the eyes from across the room and then they'll come over and yeah.
And what about your handbag? What kind of things would you put in your handbag for a night out?
Definitely a condom. Always got to be safe.
Yes.
Maybe
always
two.
gotta be safe.
Just in case.
Before a night out, what do you carry in your purse? Not no fucking lip gloss, lipstick, no makeup, no mirror, no little mirror. She carries condoms. Imagine meeting a girl at the bar and y'all about to do shit and she hands you a condom. What the I am not touching her. Get off me, get off me, get off me. That is screaming 300 bodies. That is screaming 500 bodies. That is screaming whore at me. Literally, bro. I'm not, yo, come on, bro. She hands you a fucking condom. Yo, come on, bro. Actually, get the fuck out of here, bro. Real shit, bro. Nobody's doing that, bro.
Yes.
And then just my makeup and my ID. And I'm set to go.
Great.
Yeah. In the future, I am hoping next year to hit 600 in a year. So we'll see how we go this year, and then maybe that's my next year's challenge. I would say to people who judge women for their sex lives, what's the difference between a man sleeping with 5 people in a day and a woman sleeping with 5 people in a day? I don't understand why when a man does it, they celebrate him and they think he's a legend, but when a woman does it, we're called names and ridiculed and made fun of. It's just not.
I think obviously I have an answer to that. She's literally saying, bro, I'm aiming for 600 bodies. And mind y'all, earlier I want to bring y'all attention back to what she said earlier, right? She said, every guy that I sleep with, I don't see myself long term with them. Why? Because she respects her time. Right? She doesn't want to waste her time with a bunch of niggas. If a nigga just asked her, let's go on a date, she would say no. Be my girlfriend. She would say no because she doesn't want to waste her time. She respects her time more than her body, bro. Like, really think about it. And she said, why do guys get called legends for having 5 bodies in a day, but girls get called names? First of all, in this day and age, I don't think anybody is calling a guy a legend for fucking 5 bitches in a day. That's nasty as fuck, bro. Like, I swear, keep it in your pants, my nigga. I've never even nutted 5 times a day. Like, I don't even know how that shit would feel. Like, what, did you split it up? Like, I know you didn't do it in one night. So did you start at like 12 a.m. and end it at 11:59 p.m. and then just split the 5 nuts between them? I don't even know how the fuck you did it. Leave it, right? And second of all, I've had this debate before where is a girl having 20 bodies the same as a guy having 20 bodies? The simple answer is no. And you can act like it's not, but I'll simply ask you the question, right? Why are girls a lot more selective with who they sleep with than guys? The average girl in any part of the world, right? The average girl, if you go to a random girl and you ask her, let's fuck, her answer would be no. If you got her number and you're trying to link up with her to fuck, her answer would be no. Like, she would not. Majority, right? But majority of the guys, if a girl got a nigga's number and she's trying to link up with him the next day to fuck, he's saying yes. Like, we know this. Let's not act like we don't know this, right? So my question to you is, why are girls like 10 billion times more selective with who they sleep with? It's morals, bro. Like, I don't know if I can explain it, but we all know exactly what I'm talking about. What's understood does not need to be explained. Unless he's religious. I think if you take 2 religious people, right? A man that's very religious and a girl that's very religious, the man is more likely to slip up. Way more likely to slip up. Is that not a fact? Even in the Bible. It's more religious men sleeping up when it comes to like girls and shit like that than girls themselves.
not fair. The advice that I'd give to other women who want to explore their sexuality would be just go for it. Don't worry about other people's judgment. You don't have to put it out there on the internet like I do. I'm trying to beat the stigma around women being sexual, and honestly, like, I feel amazing. It really is one of the best things I've ever done, so highly recommend.